Good evening, friends.
Good evening, friends.
So, today we are going to start our second class of learning German. And as you know, that I am also a student of German language, so this German language is also a new language for me. So, I am here to explain you to wait a minute. I am sending just some WhatsApp messages. It's very important to send right now. Wait for a few minutes. So I am also the student of German language. I try myself to understand the German and make you understand what I have learned till now. I have books with me and I have got my books recently on 20th of June. I take help from my books and will continue what I have learned. I have also made some notes. So going forward for some my notes, I'm going to continue from where I have left in session 1. So this is our second lecture, and now without wasting much of my time, I'm starting my session. Is it visible to everyone? Yes, it's visible. So today, in the start of our lecture, we are going to learn some new words in German. So, what we'll write here? Vocabulary in German. Vocabulary in German. As you know, that in previous class also we learned some words in German, and now we are again going to learn some new words in German. So the first word which we have is, wait a minute. The first word we have is Achtung. Achtung. I'm pronouncing it long. It's Achtung. Achtung. In Hindi, we say it as Achtung. Achtung. Tung or tung. It can be tung also. It can be tung also. Tung, tung. It can be either of them. Achtung. Achtung. And the meaning of Achtung is danger. The meaning of Achtung is danger. Danger. Khatra. Khatra. In Hindi, we say khatra. Achtung. Achtung. Second word which we have in German is Alganzen, 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 Alganzen. The second word which we are learning today is Alganzen. And what does Alganzen means? Alganzen means add, add to, add to. When we are going to add something to any other thing, then we call it as Alganzen, 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 Alganzen. First word is Achtung. First word is Achtung. Achtung means danger. And the second word is Alganzen. Alganzen means add to add something to anyone. When we are going to add something, then we say Alganzen. Now, the next word which we have is gleich. The next word which we have is gleich. The next word which we have is gleich. 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 What does this gleich mean? Gleich. In Hindi, I am writing it as like this. Gleich. Gleich. So, what does this gleich mean? This gleich means equal to. Equal to. Equal to. This gleich means equal to. Or we say same. Or we say same. Like in maths, we say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. In mathematics, we say 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So what we are saying? 2 plus 2 gleich 4. 2 plus 2 gleich. In that sense, equal to, for this equal to, 2 plus 2 is equal to, for this equal to, we are using the term gleich, G-L-E-I-C-H, gleich. Now, the next word which we have is manliches. The next word which we have is manliches. The next word which we have is manliches. 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 And what's the meaning of this manliches? The meaning of this manliches is masculine. 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 The meaning of this manliches is masculine. The meaning of this manliches is masculine. Something which relates to man. That is manliches. Something which relates to man is manliches. So we have learned 4 words. Achtung. Achtung means danger. Ergänzen. Ergänzen means to add something. Add something. To add or add to. Next word is gleich. Gleich means is equal to, and after this we have a 4th word, manliches. Manliches means masculine. Just wait for a minute. malicious, we have a word this last. After malicious, we have a word this last. Guess last. Guess last. Guess last. What does this guess last mean? I shall write in Hindi. Guess last. Guess last. Guess last. What does this guess last mean? This guess last means gender. This guess last means gender. What is your gender? So you will say I am a male, or you will say I am a female. That gender, for that gender, we use the term guess last. So Achtung, danger, Algazen, add to gleich, equal to malicious, masculine, gasless, gender. Gasless, gender. See, here the words ta, that can be pronounced as ta, or that can also be pronounced as ta tarbooj, or ta tomato. Either thing we can pronounce, because the dialect of ta changes from place to place. So gasless means gender. The next word we are going to learn is younger. The next word we are going to learn is younger. Younger. See, when we have learned the alphabets in German, we saw that for this we don't pronounce j, we don't create the sound j, we create the sound ya in German. We create the sound ya in German. So what is this word? This word is Junge. This word is Junge. This word is, let me write, Junge. Junge. We don't call Junga. We just say Junge. Junge. Small Junge. So for this, don't pronounce it as ga. Junga. Don't pronounce it like this. Just pronounce it small small a. A. For this, for E, we say A. A. So like this, do small, pronounce small is Junga. Yunga. And what does this Yunga means? This Yunga means boy. This Yunga means boy. What does this Yunga means? Boy. This Yunga means boy. So, again, please revise. Achtung, danger, Alganzen, add to, gleich, equal to, malicious, masculine, gestless, gender, Junga, boy. Again, Achtung, danger, Alganzen, add to, gleich, equal to, malicious, masculine, gestless, gender, younger, boy. Now, the next word we are going to learn is spielen. The next word we are going to learn is spielen. The next word we are going to learn is spielen. Spielen. The next word we are going to learn is spielen. The next word we are going to learn is spielen. 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 See the spelling? Please focus on the spellings of the words I am writing here. The next word is spielen. And what does this spielen mean? This spielen is a verb and it means to play. This spielen is a verb and it means to play. This word means to play. Spielen is a word and this word means to play. Whenever we play, so we call Now the next word is kleinen. The next word is kleinen. Kleinen. The next word is 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 kleinen. And what does this kleinen means? This kleinen means small. This kleinen means small. This kleinen means small. So let's revise. Let's revise. Achtung, danger. Ergänzen, add to. Gleich, equal to. Männliches, masculine. Geschlecht, gender. Junger, boy. Spielen, to play. Kleinen, small. I hope you all have understood all these 8 words. You all would have understood all these 8 words. Now let's look towards the 9th word. Let's look towards the 9th word. The 9th word is Gdoipa. The 9th word is Gdoipa. 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 Again, this is A. This is A in German. We pronounce this letter as A. So, Gdoipa. Don't pronounce Gdoipa. Don't pronounce Pa. The Pa. Make it a smaller sound. Gdoipa. 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 In Hindi, we can write it as Gdoipa. 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 Don't pronounce this as Pa. Just say Pa. Small. Gdoipa. And this means Gdup. This means Gdup. Gdup. This means group. Group. So, again, let's see. Achtung, danger. Ergänzen, add to. Gleich, equal to. Männliches, masculine. Geschlecht, gender. Junger, boy. Spielen, to play. Kleinen, small. Gruppe, Gruppe, group. Group. Now, I think that we should not learn more than 10 words at a time. We shall hold ourselves to 10 words at only one time. So, I am writing here the last word for now. And for now, the last word is listing. The last word for now is listing. The last word for now is listing. For now, the last word is listing. Listing or listing. This stick means correct. What does this stick mean? This stick means correct. This stick means correct. You are absolutely correct. So, for correct, we use the term listed. So, this is a bundle of 10 words. This is a small bundle of 10 words. Let's revise. Achtung, danger. Ergänzen, add to. Gleich, equal to. Männliches, masculine. Geschlecht, gender. Junger, boy. Spielen, to play. Kleinen, small. Gruppe, Sorry, I am also pronouncing it as wrong. Pronounce it group, 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 and list it correct. So after this, I shall hold myself for the vocabulary. I shall hold myself for the vocabulary, and here I am going to, on this side of my board, I am going to start a new topic, and the topic is the topic is articles. Articles. So what does this article means? What does this article mean? See, as you all know that in English we use a and or the. We use a and or the. So what is this a and the? These are the articles which we use in English. So similarly, we have some articles in German also. And what are those articles? Look here. I am making some columns. First, I am making some columns. Masculine, feminine, and neutral, and then the last column is plural. Okay? Masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. Masculine, feminine, neutral, and plural. And here we write as definite articles. Just give me a moment. Definite article. Definite article. So for definite article, in the case of male, in the case of masculine noun, in the case of masculine nouns, we say there, we say there, we say there. Whenever the article is definite, whenever we have some article and that article is definite, whenever we have some noun and then that noun is definite, so we say there, 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 there. And this there we only use in the case of masculine definite article. But if we have some feminine noun, if we have some feminine noun and that feminine noun is a definite article, then what we use? We use then what we use? We use the. We use the. Don't call it as die, as we call in English. In English we call this word, we pronounce this word as die, but this is not die. This is die in German, and this is only used for definite feminine articles. Okay, this is the, the, and for neutral cases we have das. We have das. We have das. For neutral definite articles, we say das, das, das. Okay, and again for plural, whenever we have some plural nouns, we again use the word the. as we are using in the case of feminine definite articles, so we use the same word for the plural nouns also. The, the, the. This is not die as we pronounce it in English. This is the. This is the. So this is the, and this is the, and now for see, these were the words which we were using for definite articles. Now we shall learn words for indefinite articles. Indefinite articles. Nouns which are not definite. Nouns which are not definite. So for those nouns which are not definite, what we say? In English, we say a boy, a girl, a school, a park, like this, because these things are not definite. These are indefinite. So, in the case of indefinite articles, and in German, for indefinite articles, what we use? Let's learn. For the cases of masculine, we say ein. For the cases of masculine, we say ein. We say ein. Ein. We say ein. See, one thing, please look here. Now I got to know. Just now I got to know my error. Always write this letter day in small. Don't put capital day here. Okay? Don't put capital day. Just put a small day. So, there for masculine definite, D for feminine definite, thus for neutral definite, and for plural definite, we again say D. Small d, small d, small d. And for in the case of indefinite articles, what we say? Ein for masculine indefinite articles. For masculine indefinite articles, what we are saying? We are saying ein. We are saying, and for feminine indefinite articles, we are saying aina. We are saying aina. We are saying aina. Aina. In Hindi we write it as aina. Okay? Ain. For masculine definite articles we say ain. For feminine indefinite articles we are using the word aina. And for neutral indefinite articles we are again using ain as we are using in the case of masculine indefinite. I shall put this dot as Aina, Aina, Aina. Here also I am putting dot bigger so that it's clearly visible to you. Okay, Yunga. And okay, is it clearly visible now? Let me check. Is it clearly visible to every one of you? Yes, it's clearly visible now. Yes, it's clearly visible now. So, for neutral indefinite articles, we are again using ein, ein, as we were using in the case of masculine definite articles. Masculine indefinite articles, ein. We are using ein. So, articles which are indefinite, and for masculine we are using ein. For masculine indefinite articles we are using ein. For feminine indefinite articles we are using aina. And for neutral indefinite articles we are using ein. And again, there is no such word for in this case, because see whatever we say in English, we say a boy, an apple. We never say for many boys, we say the boys. So in that case, for plural, we have the. We have the. So we never say a boys. So in this case, we don't have any such word. Okay. So this is a small table which I have drawn in front of you. Now we will look some examples. See, every noun is having some gender. Every noun is having some gender. Generally, we say that non-living things don't have gender. Generally, we say that the non-living things don't have gender, but it is not like this. For example, I say in Hindi, बैंक क्या आज बैंक खुला है बैंक is open today आज बैंक खुला है it shows that bank is a male in Indian language in other I can take the example of some other word let's say let's talk about a train क्या ट्रेन आ रही है इस ट्रेन कमिंग क्या रेलगाड़ी आ रही है इस ट्रेन कमिंग so what does this shows that train is a feminine gender train is a female gender this shows that train is a feminine gender so क्या ट्रेन आ रही है so like this we have the genders of non-living things also but how the German people uh, put the gender to the non-living things, we will look it towards now. See, some genders. Here I am writing masculine nouns. I am writing here masculine nouns. Okay. I am writing here feminine nouns. And here I am writing neutral nouns. Nouns. Hope this all is visible to all of you. N-O-U-N-S. It would be N-O-U-N-S. Okay. Masculine nouns, feminine nouns, neutral nouns. So, see that we have few examples. I'll also write the meaning of those. Okay. For in English, for bus transportation. For bus, we say bus aa rahi hai. Bus is coming. We call bus as feminine gender. But in German, we always call bus as masculine nouns. And what is bus called in German? The spelling is same, but we call it as bus. The spelling is same, but we call that as bus. We don't call it as bus. We call it as bus. Okay. In bracket I am writing bus transportation. Transport. Bus. We call it as bus. And this is a masculine gender. And for masculine gender, what we put, if it's a definite, then we call their. We call their bus. Or if it's an indefinite, we say iron bus. Sorry, I was saying their bus. It's wrong. It should be their bus or iron bus. there goes, or I'm goes. Okay, there goes, or I'm goes. Similarly, we have a word called zook. We have a word called zook. We have a word called zook. See what's the spelling of this zook, and what does this zook means? What does this zook means? This zook means plain. This zook means plain. And again, this zook is a masculine noun. This zook is a masculine noun. So for masculine noun, we use their zook, or ein zook, or ein zook, or ein zook, their zook, or ein zook, their zook, or ein zook, ein zook, ein zook. Okay, so Einzug. What does this zook mean? This zook means play. Now we have a word called man. We have a word called man. 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 M like this we write. Man. Man. What does this man mean? This man means man. This man means man. And of course, it's a man, so it's a masculine noun. So what we will say? We'll say their man, or we can say ein man, ein man, ein man. And if it's indefinite, then we'll say ein man. If ein man, and if it's definite, we will say their man. We'll say their man. Is it visible to everyone? Yes, it's visible. I'm looking at it. It's visible to everyone. So I'm. So it's what it is. It's man. Man. Now look towards some feminine nouns. Look towards some feminine nouns. For in the case of feminine nouns, we have a word bunk. We have a word bunk. Look, bunk. We have, oh, sorry. Bunk. What does this bunk mean? This bunk means same as a bank. This bunk means same as a bank. State Bank of India, Punjab National Bank, Indian Overseas Bank. So in German we call it as bunk. What we call it? We call it as bunk. We call in German we call bunk. Okay, bunk. And what does this bunk is? This is a feminine noun. So what we can say debunk. What we'll say debunk, or einer bunk, einer bunk, einer bunk, einer bunk, einer bunk, or einer bunk, or einer bunk. See, the word is bunk. The word is bunk. Okay, and this bunk is same as we call bank in English. Punjab National Bank, United Bank of India, Indian Bank, Indian Overseas Bank. So it's a feminine noun. This bunk is a feminine noun in German, and for feminine noun we are using die or eine. Die Bank, eine Bank, die Bank, eine Bank. Is it visible, or shall I write much bigger? Please comment. Whosoever is watching me, please comment me that is it visible, or shall I write more bigger words? Please comment and tell me. I will try myself to explain as clear as I can. Eine Bank. aina band. So the next word we have is ua. The next word we have is ua. The next word we have is ua. 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 The next word we have is ua. What is this ua? This ua means clock. This ua means clock. Clock. The clock which tells us the time. The clock which tells us the time. This ua means the clock which tells us the time. Okay? This clock means ua. This clock means which tells us the time, and this ua is again a feminine noun. So diva, diva. It would be diva or aina or aina or aina aina aina. Okay, aina because for feminine we are using di or aina. After this ua, we again have a new word, that's zaitun. We again have a new word. What is that? That's zaitun. 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 We again have a word, and this word is zaitun. We again have a word, and this word is zaitun. We again have a word, and this word is zaitun. I shall give some space here. Wait a minute. Zaitun. We have a word zaitun, and again this zaitun is a feminine noun. So in the case of feminine noun, we call the zaitun. We call the zaitun. On and if it is indefinite, we say aina zaitun. Sorry. If it is definite, for indefinite feminine we use the. For definite, oh, I'm getting confused. For definite feminine nouns, yes, for definite feminine nouns we are using the. The zaitun. And for indefinite feminine nouns, we say aina zaitun. Aina zaitun. We say aina zaitun. Okay? And I have not written here one thing. What is this zaitun means? This zaitun means newspaper. This zaitun means newspaper, akhbar, akhbar. This zaitun means, here I am writing, putting this as arrow mark for the meaning of the same. This zaitun means newspaper. This zaitun means newspaper. Is it visible to everyone? Yes, it's visible on the board. So this zaitun means newspaper. Just wait a minute. This zaitun means newspaper. Aina zaitun. Aina zaitun. Aina zaitun. Aina zaitun. Aina zaitun. And again, we have some words for neutral nouns. For neutral nouns, we have some words. Auto. 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 See how is written? Auto. 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 This is not auto as we see auto, three-wheelers. In India, this is not that word. This auto means, I will say auto, 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 or auto, one and the same thing. This auto means car, This auto means car. This auto means car. Okay. And for neutral nouns, what we say? Das. Das auto. Das auto. Das auto. Das auto. For neutral definite, we say das auto. And if it is indefinite, we say ein, as we use in the case of masculine. We use in the case of neutral also. Ein auto. Ein auto. Ein auto. Ein auto. Ein auto. Ein auto. Okay? So, ein auto. Das Auto, ein Auto. Das Auto, ein Auto. Das Auto, ein Auto. Now, we again have a word taxi. We again have a word taxi. We again have a word taxi. 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 This taxi, we pronounce it as taxi and it is same as taxi. It is same as taxi, which we say taxi in English. This is in German. We pronounce it as taxi. And what is it? It's a neutral noun. So what will we use? We will use the taxi, or ein taxi, 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 the taxi, or ein taxi. Now, what we'll do, we again have a word called book. Oh, sorry. What I have written here? See, I have done a bigger mistake here. It's a neutral word. So, for neutral, we use das taxi, das taxi. Das taxi. Please mention your comments. I am also a student of German language. So I also do mistakes as I am doing that now. It is das taxi. It is not the taxi. I am wrong. I am absolutely wrong. This taxi is a neutral noun, and for neutral we use das and ein. Das taxi, ein taxi. Now we again have a word, and that word is book. That word is book. That word is book. See how is it? The word is book. The word is book. This word is book. This word is book. And what does this book mean? This book means book, as we say in English. This word is book, as we say in English. So, what is this book? This book is a neutral noun, and for neutral noun, we use das book, or ein book, or ein book, or ein book, or ein book. So, der Bus, ein Bus, der Zug, ein Zug, der Mann, ein Mann. These are the masculine nouns. Die Bank, eine Bank. Die Uhr, eine Uhr. Die Zeitung, eine Zeitung. These are the feminine nouns. And das Auto, ein Auto. Das Taxi, ein Taxi. Das Buch, ein Buch. These are the neutral nouns. Okay? Masculine nouns, feminine nouns, neutral nouns. And here we have learned 10 words. Let's again revise. Achtung, danger, Ergänzen, add to, gleich, equal to, männliches, masculine, Geschlecht, gender, Junger, boy, spielen, to play kleinen, small, Gruppe. I am again pronouncing it wrong. Gruppe, Gruppe, small p. Gruppe, group, richtig, correct. Okay. Now, I am again going to, just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. I shall open my book. Just wait for a minute. Now, we again have some few words. So, we look whether those words are masculine, feminine, or neutral. We look towards those words. So, I am loving these things. I am loving this from above. We'll put this in our mind and we'll look towards some other words. Here I am going to write masculine words. Here I am going to write feminine words. And here I am going to write neutral words. Masculine, feminine, neutral. Masculine, feminine, neutral. So we have a word. We have a word toilet. We have a word toilet. For toilet, we say toilet in German. And look how we write. We write it as toilet. We write it as toilet. We write it as toilet. Toilet. And what is this toilet? This toilet is a feminine word. This toilet is a feminine word. Toilet. 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 As we say toilet in English, for toilet in English, we say toilet in German, and this is a feminine word. So we say the toilet. We say the toilet. We say the toilet. Okay? Or eine toilet. Eine toilet. Eine toilet. Eine toilet. Eine toilet. Now, toilet, toilet, toilet. Now, we again have a word known as glice. We again have a word glice, glice, glice. And what does this glice mean? See, we pronounce it as glice, glice. We pronounce it as glice. This glice is our trap. See, we never say our toilet. So please love this word. Please love this dialect. We never say Aina toilet. We never say a toilet. Don't write it. The toilet is sufficient to make us understand. Okay. Now the next word is glides. And for glides, we write it. The meaning of this glides is track. The meaning of this glide is track. The track over which train runs. The track over which zook runs. So what's the gender of this glide? The gender of this glides is it's of masculine gender, and for masculine gender we say their glides. We say their glides. We say what we call this masculine gender as we call it as their glides, their glides. They are realized. Okay? They are realized. Now, we again have a word information. We again have a word information. I have made you learn information in the first class. This information is same as we call information in English. In German, we call it as information. 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 And this information is a feminine word. So what we'll say the information. For what we'll say the information. What we'll say the information. Now we have a word parkplatz. We have a word parkplatz. We have a word parkplatz. Parkplatz. We have a word parkplatz. 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 What is this parkplatz? It's a masculine word and its meaning is parking. Parking area. For parking area, we say parkplatz. We say parkplatz. And it's a masculine word in German. Now, we again have a word called zoo. Called zoo. Zoo. This is, what is it? What is it? It's zoo. It's same as zoo in English. Zoo. And this is again a masculine word. We say their zoo. 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 Okay? For this, this zoo is a masculine word and this zoo is same as zoo in English. So, since it's a masculine, we say their zoo. We say their zoo. Now, after this, just wait a minute. We have a word called telephone. We have a word called telephone. 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 Look at the spelling which I am writing. Telephone. 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 What is it? It is a telephone in English. We call it as telephone in German. And it's a neutral word. So we say das Telefon. We say das Telefon. Das Telefon. What will say? We say das Telefon. Das Telefon. What will say it as? We'll say it as das Telefon. Das Telefon. Okay? Now we have a word called sap. 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 What is this sap? What is this sap? This sap means juice. This sap means juice. This shaft means juice. And this shaft is a masculine word. So we say deta, this shaft. This shaft is a masculine word. This shaft is a masculine word. And for this, we say their shaft. Their shaft. We say their shaft. We say their shaft. We say their shaft. Now, we have a word called blooming. We have a word called blooming. We have a word called blooming. What is this blooming? Blooming. Blooming. What is this blooming? These are flowers. For flowers, we say blooming. For flowers, we say blooming. And this blooming is again a feminine word. So we say the blooming. So we say the blooming. We say the blooming. For the same, we say the blooming. And now look at a new word. So I hope that I shall not go with some new words. I shall again continue because we have earned huge number of lists. And with the passage of time, when we will use certain words, we'll get to know that what this word is. Is it a masculine? Is it a feminine? Or is it a neutral word? So in the case of masculine words, for definite masculine, we say there. For indefinite masculine, we say ein. In the case of feminine, if the feminine is definite, we say the. Yes. In the case of feminine definite words, we say the. And for indefinite feminine, we say aina. And in the case of neutral, if the neutral is indefinite, then we say ein. And if the neutral is definite, then we say the. We say yes, we say the. And in all the cases where we have plural nouns, we use the. Sorry, I was wrong here. In the case of plural, definite plural nouns, we say das. I was wrong. Look, we say das in case of neutral definites. Okay. So we look towards as we go. So here, note one thing. We have two words, glides and glides. We have two words, glides and glides. Here the spelling is GL. In English, I am saying GLAES. So glides means clap. But when we put say and kha in the last, it becomes glide, and the meaning of glide is equal to. What's the meaning of this glide? The meaning of this glide means equal to. So glide means that and glide means equal to. So this thing we have to keep in our mind. So I'm going to do all this and I'll move forward. We learn some more masculine, feminine, and neutral words. Don't worry. Now we shall begin. We shall start a new topic, and let me open my notes. What's the new topic with me? Let's again learn some new vocabulary. Let's again learn some new vocabulary. Let's again learn some new vocabulary. We have a word. We have a word. How to burn herb. We have a word. How to burn herb. See how I am going to pronounce it. First pronounce these letters. How. How. Then pronounce these four letters. Ban. Ban. And then in the last pronounce these three letters. How. 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 How ban herb. This how ban herb, what does this mean? This means central station. This means central station. Central station. This house ban herb means central station. This house ban herb means central station. Now we look towards the second word. The next word which we have is Geshank. The next word we have is Geshank. 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 The next word which we have is Geshank. Geshank. The next word which we have is Geshank. And this Geshank, what does this mean? This means gift. This Geshank means gift. This Geshank means gift. Now again, we have a new word. Now again, we have a new word called butyl. We have a word butyl. We have a word butyl. We have a word butyl. 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 It's a new word which we have in German. The word is butyl. This word is butyl. And what does this butyl mean? This butyl means words. This butyl means words. What does this butyl mean? This butyl means words. This butyl means words. So let's revise. Hauptbahnhof, Central Station, Gestion, Gift, butyl, words. Again. Hauptbahnhof, Central Station, Gestion, Gift, butyl, words. Now, the next word which we have is Welcher. 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 Wait a minute. Just wait a minute. Welcher, yes. welcher, welcher. What does this welcher means? This welcher means which. This welcher means which. What does this welcher means? This welcher means which. This welcher means which in English. Now, after this, we again have a new word called canon. 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 We have a word canon. What does this canon mean? This canon means no. This canon means no. K and no W. Janiye. Janna. Okay? This means janiye. No. Canon. Hauptbahnhof, Central Station, Geschenk, gift, Yoter, words, welche, welche. I was pronouncing it wrong. Welche, gift, canon, no. Welche, gift, welche, which, canon, no. Geschenk, gift, Yoter, words, Hauptbahnhof, Central Station. Now, look towards a new word. The word is Zeiter. The word is Zeiters. The word is Zeiter. What does this Zeiter mean? This, let me write it. Zeiter. Zeiter. What does this Zeiter mean? This Zeiter means page. What does this Zeiter mean? This Zeiter means page. Page. Pages of the book. Page in a book. Page of a notebook. So this Zeiter means page. This Zeiter means, what does this Zeiter mean? This Zeiter means page. So what's the time right now? Where's my mobile? I shall look for my mobile. Where's it? Yes, here's my mobile. It's 8:07 now. No problem. It's not much time. So what does this Zeiter means? This Zeiter means page. Now, what's the next word we have? The next word we have, is rasts. 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 What does this rasts mean? This means to the right. To the right. To the right. Towards your right. Or we can say towards your right. आपके सीधे की ओर. आपके सीधे की ओर. जिस साइड आप खड़े हो उस साइड से सीधा. What is my right hand? This is my right hand. So last. To the right. Last means to the right. Last. Or we can say last. It would be great if I would call it as last. 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 Reached. Reached to the right. Now, the next word which we have is Beispiel. The next word which we have is Beispiel. The next word which we have is Beispiel. 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 What does this Beispiel means? What does this Beispiel means? This Beispiel means example. Udaharan. This Beispiel means example. This Beispiel means example. What does this Beispiel means? This Beispiel means example. So let's revise. Hauptbahnhof, Central Station, Geschenk, Gift, Wörter, Words, welche, which, Canon, no, Zeta, page, rest, to the right, Beispiel, example. Okay? So, after this, we again have a new word. I'll write only 10. I'll not write more than 10. We have a word known as, wait a minute, just wait a minute. Nicht. Nicht. See how we write it? Nicht. 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 And this nicht means not. Not. When we are saying something in negative, not. That not. Okay? Not. For not, we say nicht in German. Okay? This not is that not which we say negative in English. Not. N-O-T. Do not do this. Do not read this book. Do not go there. Do not shout. Do not sing the song. So, and the last word for now, the 10th word for now is the 10th word for now. Let me look which word shall I write? Yes, the last word I shall write Aina. 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 Aina means one. Aina. Aina. Okay? Aina. So, Hauptbahnhof, Central Station, Gastchen, Gift, Buter, Words, welche, which, Canon, no, Zeta, page, rests, to the right, Beispiel, example, nicht, not, eine, one. So these are the next 10 words which I have written here, and now I shall move towards the next topic. I shall move towards the next topic. See what we will learn now. We will learn now pronouns. Pronouns. What we will learn now? We will learn now pronouns. What are these pronouns? These pronouns are the words which we can use in place of nouns. These pronouns are the words which we can use in place of the nouns. For example, wo, tum, tu. Okay? So these type of words are pronouns. You, we, they. These are the pronouns. So what are these pronouns in German? we will look towards those. How we will call these pronouns in German language. We will learn those. Okay. So look first. Look, we have. Wait a minute. Here I shall make a column singular, plural. Singular, plural. This is the very important topic. Okay. I have made two columns, singular and plural. And what I will write here, see, I will write first person. First person. Okay. Here I will write second person. Second person informal. Okay. And second person in informal case. Second person in formal case and second person in informal case. And after this, what we will write? We will write third person. Third person. We will write third person. Okay. So we have four rows. First row is for first person, second row is for second person when we call second person formally, third row is for second person when we call second person informally, and the fourth row is for third person. And for these rows we have two columns, singular and plural. For these four rows we have two columns, singular and plural. Now let's begin the pronouns, but we are going to learn. See, if the first person is a singular, like man, man. What is first person? Man, hum, man, hum. Okay, so we say ish. We say ish, ish. What is this ish? This is I. This is I. What is this ish? Yeah, okay. This is I. This is I. And what is this is I? And what is first person in plural form? We say we. Hum. Hum log. So for hum log, we say we're. We say we're. We say we're. We say we're. What we say we're. We say we're. We. 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 We're. We. Now, just wait for a few minutes. I shall do my dinner and then we'll begin our class. Just wait for 15 to 20 minutes, okay? I'm just coming back. The video is on. The chart is in front of you. Let's revise these words. I'm just coming in 15 minutes. So I am back after my dinner. I am back after my dinner, and we shall continue where we left. So, as you can look here, we are studying the nouns. And in case of the nouns, we have three types of person. First person, second person, and third person. And in the second person, we have two categories. Like first person in case of formals, and second person in case of formals, and second person when the case is informal. So we have made all those first person, second person for formal, second person for informal, and third person. And we have two columns, singular and plural. So whenever we say first person in singular, we say ish. And what is ish? Ish means I, man, and man. And first person in plural, we say we, and that is wir in German. So ich and wir. Now look, second person in case of formal. When the case is formal, we say sie, 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 sie. Look how I have written Z in Hindi. Z, and this look how we are writing this Z. This is SEA, and this S is a capital S. This is a capital S. What does this Z mean? This means you. You. What does this Z means? This Z means you. What does this Z means? This Z means you. And look, you are, and if the second person is plural, like aap log, then again we use Z. Then again we use Z. Okay? And again this S is capital. Again this app is capital. This S is capital. What does this means? You people. You people. आप लोग. See, okay? Z, Z. Now look. In case of second person, when the second person is informal, then we say do. Then we say do. In Hindi we say tu. 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 For tu. So what is this? This means do. Do. You all two. Two. Okay. Here I write aap. Aap. Here I write that aap log. Aap log. Aap log. Okay. Here I have written two. Do. Do. For two, we say do. For second person informal, in singular, we say do. Okay. And for plural, we say ear. 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 We say ear. Or you people. You. या तुम लोग. See, here we were using you for आप लोग. Here we were using you for तुम लोग. You for आप लोग is see. You for तुम लोग is ear. Because here in the third row we are talking to the second person, and when the second person we are referring it as informally. Okay. Now look towards third person. Now we will look towards third person. In the case of third person, look here. We have three words: L, Z, and S. Look how we are writing. L. This L we use for he. Okay. Again, a new word we have Z. This S is small and we use it for she. We use this S for she. This is small. First I shall write. It is small. Small. This S is small and we use it for she. She, S-H-E. S-H-E. Okay. And the last word we have is L. The last word which we have is L. L. What is this L means? Sorry. Not L. The last word which we have is S. E-S. And it's for it. This S is for it. S is for it. Okay. L, he, Z, she, S, it. And in the case of third person, plural case, we have Z. We have Z. We have Z. Z. We have Z. And this S is small. This S is small. Bolo. Bolo. All they. 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 Okay? They. Is it good? Ish. Ish. Ya. Z. Z. Do. Ya. L. L. Z. S. Z. We call it as L. Wait a minute. L. Z. S. Z. L. Z. S. Z. See, look, this is the table, and here I am making it very clear to all those who are watching this video that in case of only in the case of second person formal, we are using capital S in the case of Z. In writing Z, we are only using capital S in the case of second person formal. It may be singular or it may be plural. We use capital S because why so? Because in this second person formal case, we are giving respect to someone, and whenever we have to give respect to someone, so we use capital S. We use capital S. Okay, here also capital S we are using, and here also we are using capital S. But here we are just calling she. We are not giving respect to her. So we say we use a small s. Here also we are just saying about they. We are saying about some people whom I know or I don't know. So we are not giving so much respect to them. So we are using small s. So this is the table in front of you, and you may have doubt that here also G is coming, here also G is coming, here also G is coming, here also G is coming. So how can I recognize that this G is for a girl or they or you, which Z is that? So we will recognize the Z based on the verbs on the sentences which we use. We have different formulas for using those verbs. Now let's learn those formulas. I'm learning these words. Okay. Let's have a look. See what I write. Here I am going to write something. In German, in German, verb varies. In German, verb varies according to the subject. In German, verb varies according to the subject. So, according to the subject, the verb varies in the case of German. In German language, how the verb varies. Now we will look towards that. See, we have some tables. We have some tables. What that table is? That table is what that table is. That table is. Have you noted down this? Because I need some space. Okay, I need some space. So I am going to. But I am thinking, shall I rub it or not? No, I shall not rub it. I am not going to rub it. I'll use this space only. No problem. I may draw some small tables, but this table I will not rub right now. Okay. For example, we have a word ish. We have a word ish, and we have a word wear. We have a word. We have a word do, and we have a word ear, and again we have a word ish, wear, do, ear, and again we have a word L, Z, S, this one, this case, Z small here, okay, and Z or Z, capital. Capital or small. Okay. So correct. Now let's look what I have written above. See, in German, verb varies according to the subject. So what is the subject? This is, this year is a subject. Look, I have written is I have written here. Wir I have written here. This Z and this Z is a subject. This Z and this Z I have written here. This Z capital S. Okay. This do, this year is a subject. Look, do here I have written this year. This year I have written L, Z, where I am using small s, and S. These are the subjects. So I have written L, Z, and S here, and Z, where S is small. So I have also written S, small z here. Here. Now look how the verb is going to change in each of these cases. Now look how the verb is going to change in each of these cases. For example, I have a verb called common. I have a word called common. I have a verb called common, and common means to come. Common. Common. How will say it as common? Common. And this common means to come. Now look how we are changing this common. How we use this common. We write common is common is the verb, and for this common, in the case of it, we say common. 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 In the case of is, we say common. And in the case of beer, we say common. We say common. We say common. What we say? We say common. Like we have only put E here in the case of is, and in case of beer, we have put E at the last. Now, the case of two. In the case of two, what we do, we put ST at the last. Comest. 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 Just wait a minute. Wait a minute. So, in case of beer, we are saying common, and in case of two, we have written st at the last. So the word will become communist. The word will become communist. In case of ear, we only put t at the last. The word will become com. 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 Now, in case of as he is, in case of as he is, we again use the same verb as we have used in the case of ear. What will use? We use com, com, calm, calm. We'll use calm, calm, common, common, const, calm, calm. And here, in case of ZZ, whether the Z is of smallest or whether the Z is of smallest, we use common as we have used in the case of wear. What we use common, 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 common. We'll use common. We'll use common. So common, 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 commerce, common. So this is the actual meaning. How I am using the verbs in this table is the actual meaning of what I have written above. In German, verb varies according to the subject. So as the subject are changing here, the verb is also changing. What is the verb? The verb is common, to come, or simple come, simple come. And look, in case of ish, only it. In case of year, only ian. In case of do, only st. In case of year, t. Azest, zz, ian, e, ian. In case of do, st. In case of e, in case of year, t. In case of LGS, T. In case of GC, EN. Okay. So common, common, const, common. You can look this. You can look at this table. Now we have another rule here. See, this verb which I have written here, what is the stem verb here? In this case, what is the stem verb? This common is the stem verb. Right? I am writing it as, what is the stem verb here? Stem verb is common. Common. Come. Okay, what is the stem verb in this case? In this case, the stem verb is common. Common, to come. In this case, the stem verb is common. What is this? What does this common means? Come. Now we have a rule. What's that rule? Look towards that rule. That rule says when the stem verb ends with we have a rule when the stem verb ends with when the stem verb ends with when the stem verb ends with umlaut, this and this. Okay, so whenever there is a verb, the last alphabet of that may be umlaut, this one and this one. So what we do in such cases, The conjugation of do, as, z, s, and ear pronounce is same. The conjugation of, look, what's written here? The conjugation of do, ear, l, z, s is same. So this is the rule here. For example, we have a word highs. We have a word highs. What does this highs mean? This highs means called as. What does this highs mean? This highs means called as. This highs means called as. What does this highs mean? This highs means called as. This highs means called as. Now look. In case of is, what we do? We put e after the verb. So the verb will become heiser. The verb will become heiser. The verb will become heiser. Okay. In case of fear, we put en after the verb. So in case of fear, we put en after the verb. What will be the verb now? The verb will be heighten. The verb will be heighten. What I have done here, it's view below. Look, I also commit mistakes because I am also the student. I am not the teacher. I sir. In case of we say heighten. Now, do, ear, as, es. Look here, but I have written the conjugation of do, ear, as, es is same. So, do, ear, as, es. For do, ear, and as, es, we have to use same verb. Look, what would be that verb? First write the subject, do, ear, do ear. Do ear, L, Z, S. L, Z, S. And Z, Z. Small, capital. Now you shall differentiate that this S is for this one, third person singular, and this Z is for this, Z and this. Okay? Now for this do, ear, and this one, we are going to use highest, 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 highest. Highest again for ear also we will be using eyes. And again for as we will again use eyes. Okay, and for this case, ZZ is small, and for this case, ZZ is small. What we'll use? We'll use this. Here, as in the above case, for this ZZ, small and capital Z, we have used the EN here with here also, and here also EN. So here, but we are going to use same as we have written for here. That would be hyphen. Okay, is it okay? Is it clear to everyone? Hysa, hycine, hyce, 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 hycine. So there should be no confusion. If you have any type of confusion, please let me know. I will try myself to make you understand in some other way that would be more in some other effective way. I think that I am able to explain you each and everything in very small, in very good manner. Wait a minute, I shall call some urgent. Just wait a minute. Just wait a minute. I'm back again. I have some urgent call, so I have to attend that call. So, look, this I have written wrong. This is wrong. This is the verb which is ending with this. Heis. Heis. And this heis is called as. And as you can look here that when the stem verb ends with sumlok, this one and this, the conjugation of do here as is same. So heis is called as ish. For ish we say heisa. For wir we say heisen. For do year and as ye as we are using the same verb which is heist as written here. And for z when s is small and z when s is capital we say heisen. Now we look towards the third rule. We look towards the third rule. When the stem verb ends with when the stem verb ends with whenever the stem verb ends with okay whenever the stem verbs ends with t or day day or day, the table is ish do as is wir ihr sie. So for ish, see, I have a verb arbeit. I have a verb arbeit. What's the meaning of this arbeit? Wait a minute. I shall also search from the mobile because I am also the student. Wait. Arbeit means to work. Arbeit means to work. Arbeit means to work. Okay. Arbeit means to work. Now, for each, we will use same as we use it here, E. That will become Arbeiter. Arbeiter. In case of wir, we will again use EL. Arbeiten. 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 Okay. But look here. Look here. In case of do, we were using ST. Here we were using ST. Okay. But now we will use EST. Now we will use EST. ARBAI. Wait. ARBAI EST. Here it's E. Here it's EST. Here it's EN. Okay. Now ear. For ear, we will use ET. ARBEIET. ET. Okay. Now same. Whatever we are using for ear, we use for this ears. Look, in this case also and in this case also. Whatever we use for ear, we use it for whatever we use for ear, we also use that for ear and s. And here also you can look. Whatever we use for ear, we also use that for ear and s. And here also the same rule will apply. Whatever we are using for ear, we use that for ear and s. So again here we have used arbeit. So here also we will use arbeit. Okay, and for for this one, look here. The rule is whatever we are used for we use for this ZZ. Here also, whatever we use for we use for this ZZ. Okay, and same will apply here. Whatever we use for this for here, we use for ZZZ. This S is small. This S is capital. So here we are using R by 10. Again here we are using R by 10. En. Okay. This is the table I have made in front of you. These things. Now wait a minute. So, looking at this table, I think we have not covered much topics, but I think whatever we have covered it with full and clear view. So I think I shall stop my class here and we will continue our session daily. I will try to continue my session daily of the German language because German is a very new language for me also and for you also. So I think because from the first session to this session, there were so many gaps. There was a long gap. So I tried not to put gaps in this class, and I hope that I'm able to make you understand and make myself understand also in a better way. Thank you.